2D animation for substance learning, group on science, sixth substance. Change processes on the earth for students in primary education level 4. Simple facts about soil. Soil is a natural resource. Soil in each area is different depending on its formation. Each area has different topography, climate, and soil parent material. Soil is vital to living things. Humans, animals, and plants have to rely on soil for living. Do you know how soil forms? 1. Soil formation processes. Soil forms from the decomposition of rocks and various minerals mixed with decayed plants and animals called humus. And then the mixture was biodegradable and becomes soil. In soil there's water, air, and organisms. Soil parent materials. Soil parent materials are rocks and minerals which are disintegrated and eroded and by sunlight, wind, and water.
Humus. Humus is a mixture of decayed plants and animals which are decomposed by microbes. Humus contains nutrients which are essential for plant growth, such as nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium.
Let's think about this. Do you think that each type of soil has the same composition? 2. Soil composition. 1. Inorganic matters include rocks and minerals which decompose and deposit in soil and contain nutrients that are important to plants. In soil, there are 45% of inorganic matters. 2. Organic matters include decayed organisms which help loosen soil and absorb water. These matters, which the food or plants, cover 5% of soil. 3. Water or humidity is the material for photosynthesis in plants. It helps dilute nutrients in the soil and enhance plant growth. It covers 25% of soil. 4. Air is organisms' source of oxygen. It covers 25% of soil. 1/3 of the Earth's surface is covered with soil. That means if the Earth was divided into 4 parts, one is covered with soil and the other 3 with water. Diagram of soil composition. Air 25%, 45% inorganic matters. Water 25%, 5% organic matters. In each locality, soil's properties are different, depending on soil composition, which can make the soil different in texture, color, water infiltration rate, and benefit. Side notes. Soil's properties include texture, which can be observed by eyes. Some types of soil are rough and some are fine. Color, which is influenced by soil composition. For instance, soil with high humus content will be dark. Porosity refers to the volume of soil voids that can be filled by water and air. Soil's acid-base properties influence plant growth.
3. Types of soil. There are several types of soil. We can classify the types based on soil horizons and soil-specific properties as follows. 1. Types of soil classified based on soil horizons. On the Earth's surface, soil is divided into 2 horizons of layers, topsoil and subsoil. Topsoil is the upper, outermost layer of soil, generally with big soil practical size. It is loosening, dark, and abundant with nutrients for plants and animals. It also houses many organisms. Subsoil is the lower layer. Its color is lighter, and its particle size is smaller than the top one. The soil in this layer is dry, lack of nutrients, so it's not suitable for planting. Lower than the subsoil is the layer of parent materials, which forms from the composition of rocks.
2. Types of soil classified based on soil's properties. We can classify soil into 3 types based on its properties as follows. Clay has small particles and little space between the particles, so water and air can hardly pass through. Due to its good water storage qualities, it is suitable for growing plants that require a large amount of water, such as rice. Loam has middle-sized particles. Its texture is light, loose, and crumbly. It has good drainage and infiltration. Retaining high humus content, it is suitable for growing plants in general. Sand contains 70% of sand-sized particles, so its texture is rough and loose with big spaces between the particles. Water and air can infiltrate well, so it can't hold water but drain it well. Sand has low abundance, not suitable for growing general plants, but the plants that require a small amount of water, such as cassava and cactus. Soil in each locality has different characteristics and properties depending on soil composition as follows. Texture. This is a physical property that can be observed by eyes. Some types of soil have smooth texture and are rough. Color. Components in soil make it different in colors. For instance, soil with high iron content will be red, while soil with high humus content is dark. Porosity. Porosity refers to the volume of soil voids that can be filled by water and air. Topsoil will have more porosity than subsoil. Besides the mentioned properties, soil has acid-base properties that can be measured by the amount of hydrogen ions present in the soil, which influence plant growth. 4. Soil deterioration. In present, earth ground has been changing all the time. That makes soil lose its nutrients. This problem, called deterioration, is either natural or man-made. It might come from these causes. Growing the same plants such as sugarcane for a long time. Shifting cultivation. Deforestation. Wrong usage of chemical fertilizer. Water and wind erosion. Burning forest for plantation. 5. Soil maintenance and preservation. To sustainably use soil, we all should maintain and preserve soil by these following methods. 1. Always growing plants to cover the ground. This way can preserve the ground and prevent landslide. 2. Growing vetiver grass on riverbanks to prevent riverbank collapse. 3. Doing terrace and contour cultivation to reduce rain's impact. 4. Doing crop rotation on the same plot of land. because if we keep growing the same type of crop, soil's fertility will be reduced. 5. Increasing organic matters in soil by adding manure, green manure, or compost in a proper quantity, or by growing plants in bean family to increase nutrients in the soil, as the bacteria around the bean roots will help hold nitrogen. 6. Solving salinity soil problems by using water to wash soil so as to dilute the salinity and then adding up new rice soil into the soil. 7. Solving soil acidity by adding up lime into the soil and tilling the plot. 6. Benefits of soil. 1. Soil houses plants and animals. Earthworms live in soil. 2. Soil is used to build houses and buildings. Soil used to build houses and buildings. 3. Soil is a source of foods. Soil used to grow rice. 4. Soil is a ground for cultivation. Soil as a plot to do plantation. 5. Soil can grow a forest. Soil is a ground to grow a forest. 6. Soil can be used to produce pottery. Glossary. Sand. Soil with rough texture. Its particles are big, so water can rapidly infiltrate. If it's wet, it will not stick to hands. Loam. Soil with fine texture. Its particles are in middle size and give smooth touch. Water can infiltrate loam more quickly than clay. If it's wet, it will not be sticky but clinch to fingers. This type of soil has rich nutrients suitable for growing most plants. Clay. Soil with fine texture. Its particles are small. The wet soil is sticky to hands and water can hardly infiltrate. Humus. Decayed plants and animals depositing in soil for a very long time. Humus is a good fertilizer for plants.
Other profile. Miss อรฤทัย พวงกุลาบ Current position Teacher คศ1 บ้านขุนประเทศสคูล หนองแขม District Office Bangkok